May they be acceptable. May they be pleasing in thy sight, O Lord. You who are our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. You all are awfully brave to show up for worship 2 days before an election.
Need prayer.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. God is with us in the midst of all of this. Because he lives, we can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because we know who holds the future. And life is worth the living. Because he lives. Amen. I'm going to say that again. Amen? Amen? All right, okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page here. I want to encourage you this morning. That's what we're here for this morning. That's why I'm here. Encouragement. Are you here for hope this morning?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to ask some other questions, so be ready. Are you here to have your confidence in God and in others be strengthened?
Yes.
Are you here to be inspired by God's loving Spirit?
Yes.
Inspiration, encouragement, celebration, that there are more things right with the world than they are wrong with it. Our current culture and the culture that Jesus experienced are more alike than they are different. So we're into this series of tough questions. This is the question that you offered. Is how should the church reflect, reject, respond to the popular culture around us? And we're going to stick with Jesus on this one. It's always good to stick with Jesus on this one. Our current culture and the culture that Jesus experienced are more alike than they are different. Jesus was asked to take sides on all kinds of different things. Jesus was asked to take sides on taxes, on politics, on adultery, on divorce, and the list goes on, and Jesus doesn't take the bait. If Jesus had a Facebook friend list, it would include politicians on both sides of the aisle. It would include divorcees, activists, adulterers, cheaters, taxpayers, tax evaders, devoutly religious, and the devoutly sacrilegious. In short, Jesus' friend list would include people across the whole spectrum of life. Hear this and breathe it in, my friends. Jesus would be friending you before you could friend him. No matter what you've posted, no matter what you've liked, no matter what you've loved, no matter what you've shared, no matter what you think personally, socially, politically, Jesus considers you his friend. So how does Jesus answer this tough question about how to respond to the culture around us? What does Jesus do over and over and over again? He loves people. It's as simple as that. And it's as hard as that. God so loved the world. There's an inordinate amount of Christians going around with the good news, and they're trying to offer it out on garbage can lids. Imagine a beautiful dinner. I learned this week. Imagine a beautiful dinner that's placed on a garbage can lid, and you serve it out to somebody. It may have beautiful dinner ingredients, but would you want to eat that beautiful dinner off of a garbage can lid? We can do better. We can do better in terms of how we respond to the culture. Follow the example of Jesus. He listens to each person. He parties with each person. He invests himself in each person. He makes himself vulnerable. That's a word we don't hear too often nowadays, is it? vulnerable with each person within the culture. Where the church needs to go against the popular culture right now is this. Pay attention. Take a deep breath. We, you and I, could really go against the popular culture and become aware of what's truly driving us apart. And this is where we could swirl about with all the different kinds of pet policies and projects and things that we want to see change in the world. Some justified, some unjustified. I believe what's truly driving us apart is our unmanaged anger. Unmanaged anger. We have a culture that is angry. And God looks at it and his heart is breaking. We have a culture that is unaware of its anger. Because we've allowed ourselves to be so sidetracked by all these different things, these different things that make us so angry. It's our lack of awareness. Wake up, Jesus says. Become aware. Become aware of all the things. Become aware of anger. And some of us, myself included, usually go this way. Oh, I'm aware of anger. Oh, don't tell me that I'm not aware of anger. You see that guy over there? That guy right there is an angry guy. Oh, you see that woman over there? That woman is angry. Did you see that post? Did you see that post? That person's angry. When we start getting our pitching arm ready for throwing stones. Thich Nhat Hanh offers this out to us. Like a firefighter, we have to pour water on the blaze first and not waste time looking for the one who set the house on fire. Let that sink in for a second. Like a firefighter, we have to pour water on the blaze first and not waste time looking for the one who set the house on fire. Jesus said it this way, worry about the log that's in your own eye before trying to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye. Can I give you a testimony this morning?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. So glad that none of you said no, because I wouldn't know what to do in that moment. Testimony. Talking about being vulnerable. I confess to you that I have been deeply unaware of my anger. For so long, I've been jaded, cynical, guarded, scared of being vulnerable. And you all say, oh, I haven't seen that. Sometimes we wear an outer smile when our smile in our soul has been diminished. I just spent a week where some new friends helped me be vulnerable, to receive friendship, to empathize, to feel again. I experienced the beauty of friendship. We cried a lot. We laughed a lot. I felt emotions like I haven't felt in a very, very long time. And the reward is, my life is changed. The movie City Slickers, anybody remember that one? Great movie. he had to go to this dude ranch to find his smile again. And when he was reunited with his family, he said, look what I found. I feel like I found my inner smile. And I share this just to say that sometimes God takes our tests and makes them into testimonies. And I'm sharing this because I feel like I'm probably not the only one in this room that might feel a little cynical, feel a little jaded, feel a little guarded about whether or not you can trust to love and be friends with other people again. I'm just telling you, risk it. Risk being vulnerable. Friendship is going to be the response that our culture so desperately needs. You may want to respond and say, wait a second. If I'm vulnerable, the people, the culture, everything that's around me, they're going to swallow me up. Yeah. Risk it anyways. Risk it anyways. The rewards far outweigh the alternative. You might say, well, this culture, this, just the human society right now, it's just like this big old compost bin. And so, Thich Nhat Hanh offers out this visual for us. When we have a compost bin that's filled with organic material, which is decomposing and smelly, we know that we can transform the waste into beautiful flowers. We know that anger can be a kind of compost, that it's within its power to give birth to something beautiful. We need anger in the way the organic gardener needs compost. If we know how to accept our anger, we already have some peace and joy. Gradually, we can transform anger completely into peace, love, understanding. Be inspired by Jesus this week. Make friends. Risk it. Be vulnerable. Add all kinds of people from all walks of life to your friend lists. Be a friend to someone this week. Listen to them. Empathize with them. Party with them. Vulnerable love will give us the insight to see the flowers within the compost.